I'm East Coast Pete. We're going to have a look at Possessed. They're an American death metal band from 1983. They're fast and growly. They're often called the first death metal band, and the band death notwithstanding. They broke in 1987, reformed in 93, and again in 2007. And there were 3 studio albums, 1 live LP, 2 comps, and 2 EPs. And they stem from San Francisco when guitarist Mike Torreo and drummer Mike Suss started a garage band. And Barry Fisk was the vocalist and Jeff Andrews was the bassist. And that was Possessed. But Fisk committed suicide by gunshot, and Andrews quit. Blizzard's Jeff Becerra, Andrews on bass, and also lent his vocals. Brian Montana joined on guitar, and this was now Possessed number 2. Larry Lalonde replaced Montana after the Swing of the Axe demo was included on a compilation titled Metal Massacre 6 with 20 other metal bands of all different sort. Combat Records showed interest in Possessed and signed, and later released their 7 Churches LP. In November of '85, Possessed joined Celtic Frost, Destruction, Voivod, and Nasty Savage at Montreal's World War III Weekend Festival. On Halloween in '86, Possessed's second album, Beyond the Gates, was released. And the following May, Possessed released The Eyes of Horror. It's an EP produced by Joe Satriani. The death metal themes were gone. Possessed had turned to thrash metal. And Jeff Becerra was paralyzed from the chest down following a shooting in a robbery. This was in 1989. 18 years later, he performed under the Possessed name at the Wacken Open Air Festival, backed by Sadistic Intent. That's why he's in a wheelchair. To want to continue if you're disabled like that. That's heroic. In 2017, Possessed signed with Nuclear Blast Records. And Revelations of Oblivion was released in 2019. Possessed's first album in 33 years. And it charted to number 7 in the United Kingdom. Possessed was influenced by Exodus, Venom, Slayer, Motorhead, Iron Maiden, and Judas Priest. Anyhow, that's what they say. According to Chuck Schuldiner, Possessed claim to the first death metal is true. Schuldiner had heard their demo during his first trip to Frisco, and he declared that this is what I want to be like. Jeff Becerra is still active in death, black, and thrash metal scenes. He's also pursuing a law degree. Drummer Mike Suss is now a drug addiction counselor. Larry Lalonde landed with Les Claypool's Primus, which is funk metal. It's a small world. So that's the story about Possessed. Whether they're the first death metal band or not is important to some people, archivists perhaps, but it's all metal. I realize it's important to understand the difference between one type and another, don't get me wrong. Back in the 80s, I don't think these things mattered quite as much as they do today. People just want to get out and play. It's not so much that they have something to say. It's about the guitars. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Thanks everyone for being with me on my show. This show is made for you guys. You headbangers, you moshers. Keep up the good work, everyone. Metal is alive and well in 2020. I'll see you next time.